Men, what is something women hate about their bodies that you actually love? After my last ex got charged with first degree unalive, I completely gave up on the dating scene. But after 5 years of celibacy, my friends insisted I have to put myself out there again. I only gave in when they swore they found the perfect girl for me. But when I saw Rose at the restaurant, it was clear there had been some kind of mix-up, because, well, let's just say Bella Hadid wouldn't be jealous of her. But her smile caught my eye straight away. I just knew she was the type of girl who had at least 4 teddy bears, to avoid any of them feeling lonely. Once we got to talking, I found out that she's the most passionate nurse in training I ever met, because she discussed 4 placement techniques like they were the most amazing thing to ever exist. Being with Rose felt like being on a date with the female version of me. We ended the date with a pact that we'd both stop biting our nails, and to see each other again soon. Fast forward 2 weeks, and we were already spending at least 4 nights a week together. It didn't matter that she wasn't the type my friends thought I'd be into. It was the most comfortable I had felt with another human. Rose just got me. We made it official after a few weeks, but our honeymoon phase ended sooner than I thought. Turns out my friends told Rose that they set us up as a prank, because they thought she wasn't my type. The reason they picked her specifically is because she's chubby and not what they call conventionally attractive, all for their own amusement. When she sent me the screenshot of the message, I immediately drove to her place, and found her in tears. Rose told me she was sorry for getting her hopes up, and she understood if I didn't want to talk to her anymore. I told her she was my new type, that she had so much beauty I wouldn't even be able to glimpse at another girl. But she kept crying and apologizing for not being good enough. If my friends were there, I would have joined my ex in prison. Instead, I held Rose and told her every little thing I loved about her, until she got so exhausted from crying she fell asleep in my arms. Things were never the same after that. I tried to see her just as much as before, but we couldn't be together for more than 1 hour without her bursting into tears over the whole thing. When I finally confronted my friends about it, they had the nerve to be pissed at me, since I ruined the joke. They couldn't believe I was still dating someone who, to them, was supposed to be the punchline. I blocked them after that, and I could tell that made Rose feel better. But after about a month, our relationship completely fell apart. She bleached her hair 3 times because it wasn't blonde enough, broke our nail-biting pact, and her pantry became filled with Twinkies and hot Cheetos. When I tried to make a joke about it, she broke down and told me she had gained 20 pounds, before apologizing again for not being what I deserve. The funny thing was, I didn't even notice her weight gain, but when I tried to tell her that, she assumed I was lying. I couldn't even do the thing where I run my hands through her scalp anymore, because she claimed her hair would fall apart. I just wanted Rose to see herself the same way I did. Fast forward 2 months, she gained 35 more pounds, had hair falling out every day, and she only let me see her once a week. But to me, Rose never stopped being the most beautiful girl in the world. So when my friends were trying to reach out to tell me I can't take a joke, I got so angry that I ordered live cockroaches to each of their families' homes through Amazon. Lol. The best part about this was that I knew it cheered my girlfriend up a lot, because for the first time in months she went to her class in person, instead of online, and I started seeing her more and more. She even asked for help throwing out her junk food, insisting that she needed a fresh start. Halfway through our cleanup, she gave me a hug, and it was the most physical contact we shared since the incident happened. I reminded her I loved her and we could get through anything together. Over the next few months, she let her hair grow out naturally, which meant some of it was soft enough for my hands to run through again. Rose also told me she had lost most of the weight she gained, which meant I was getting surprise intimacy photos from her. And when I saw her nails had grown even longer than mine, she giggled and did the I know something you don't tap and smirk combo. So I tickled her until I got the confession that this whole time, she was taking these Obvi Elite pills that made her lose weight. I immediately went into boyfriend mode, and told Rose there was nothing she had to do or take to seem like an angel in my eyes, because that's already her default setting. But she laughed and told me it's okay because the Obvi Elite has natural ingredients like collagen that helps her hair and nails grow too. And all it did was suppress her appetite, so she was able to follow a caloric diet with no problem. I responded by just shrugging my shoulders and telling her I trust her judgment. The last thing I wanted was to show I was happy she was losing weight. And luckily, things between us were finally looking up. The collagen in the pills made her nails and hair grow so long that Rose was the one running her hands through my scalp, and she finally let me put my hands around her waist. In fact, we couldn't keep our hands off each other. Eventually she started to blame my old friends for her episode instead of herself. So with a plan inspired by yours truly, she went on to order 1,000 live crickets from Amazon to each of their houses, which was genius because they jump all around their living rooms. Lol. Anyway, it seemed like she finally believed all the compliments I had fed her, because after months of baggy clothes, she started wearing these little sundresses that drove me insane. I almost felt bad for not finding out about Obvi Elite pills sooner, but I guess better late than never. Also, if you guys have any more legal revenge suggestions, let me know. I can hardly go a day without imagining crushing the skulls of my old friends after what they put Rose through. Thanks.